I put home matters to 0.5. I get to office, I pick up the 95%.
Hello, welcome to a special edition of Men's Mental Health Awareness 2026. Thank you for tuning in as we shine light on important conversations that keep affecting men around the world, but left unspoken. This month of June, we join the global community to recognize and celebrate Men's Mental Health Awareness, a time dedicated to raise awareness, break stigma, and encourage open conversation about men's mental health well-being. Mental health is just as important as physical health, yet many men continue to face societal pressure that discourage them from seeking help, expressing their emotion, and speaking openly about their struggles. To help us navigate this important conversation, welcome with me our distinguished guests, in presence of Mr. Adewale Adebayo, the Head Banking Operations, Mr. Tope Babalola, the Head ICT Department, and Mr. CM Bank, Ayanso Loki. Dear gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me on the show this morning. We trust that this conversation will support and encourage all men to prioritize their mental well-being. Once again, you're welcome on the show. So my very first question will go to Mr. CM Bank, Ayanso Loki. What comes to your mind with the phrase, "It's okay not to be okay"?
The first thing that strikes hard is vulnerability. Vulnerability is essentially how you express, how you let it out, and life is not without problems. So once you're faced with problems and challenges, it's fine. So that's when the hero in you comes out. That's when the lion in you comes out. You face those challenges squarely as a man, but also remember the place of the loved ones in your life. Be vulnerable to them, not to everybody, but be vulnerable to those who understand you. Ensure that you keep a close circle that's very understanding for a very efficient and supportive support system.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll come back to that. But shortly, Mr. Adewale, do you think the society is unfair with unnecessary or pressure, expectation towards our men?
You see, when we find ourselves today, it is expected that everyone wants to know that a man should be a strong man. And sometimes I look at it, it is the expectation of the society. But there are some times that to seek for help, it's very best. So that to keep you alive, strong, and to be what the society wanted you to become. So most times I always tell you, like what I penned down when I said, emotional honesty is seeking support should be recognized as a strength. So it is that because I need a help and I seek for help, people now began to cast people down. No, it is also a way to strengthen a man in the society we find ourselves today. Thank you, Deborah.
Thank you very much, sir, for that enlightenment. Mr. Tope, how can workplace better support men's mental well-being? What do you think every organization can do? What input can they, apply to ensuring that men are also prioritizing their well-being?
All right, thank you for that. So I think first we need to first have change of the language to understand. When I mean language, I mean when we see mental health. So first, the organization should understand that for men, most men, we rather engage in mental health, rather express ourselves not on one-on-one situations. I mean, I prefer that we have a discussion now. You can easily let out whatever they are going through. So especially the organizations first make sure that there's a role for men to share their thoughts, not until you have one-on-one confrontation, one-on-one discussion. For men, you open up easily when they are just, maybe you are discussing within yourselves, and you open up easily that when they are faced with
not criticizing them, gearing them up to them to speak and the likes. Okay, that will take me to the next question. Mr. Adewale, being a married man for so many years now, and you've been around for a very long time now, what advice will you give to a man struggling with his mental health?
Number one thing, Let me come from the angle of marriage.
Interesting.
You see, it takes the grace of God.
The grace of God.
That's one. I tell it to people, nobody is perfect when it comes to marriage. And one of the first advice I would give to young men coming into marriage is, once you are in union, you share your burdens with your wife. Don't keep it to yourself. The little advice you get from your wife will help you a lot. That's number one. Number two, comparing work with home. I have a strategic I use. Once I get to office, at least I put home matters to 0.5. I get to office, I pick up the 95%. As I'm leaving the office at 0.5. Getting back home to do what? For 95%. You see, all of this will reduce the emotional stress. Because if you want to combine the two together, mama will easily break down. So for that reason, it's not that I leave the office and I forget everything totally. But one thing I do, I used to balance it well so that the home will understand me, the office will understand me, and me as a person will not be breakdown. Because at the point at which you carry everything on your head, see, these are it is just very minimal. And it has a lifespan. When it gets to the lifespan, you find it. So it is always very good as a married man, somebody into reunion, share your burdens, speak it out, tell it. I don't look at what people will say. Look at what will be befitting your health. Your health is your wealth.
Right.
Your wealth is who you are.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. Okay, it seems you want to have one or two things to add to that.
Yeah, so still talking about mental health, I also want us to know the society has made so much down. You mentioned mental health, that is something that is bad. Just another part of yourself, like a man, you have physical health, you have financial health. So mental is also something that is also normal. However, the way you now react to it is what is either be bad or good. So everybody, either a man or woman, you have a mental health that we need to take care of. So as a man, just like you mentioned, you should be how you can now, the way you manage your physical health, some people they go to the gym, some people they use supplements. So you too as a man, how can you manage your mental health? Open up, don't keep any emotions. But that's how we feel, that's how men are abused naturally. At the same time too, because the society you have today is full of pressure. And you also asked the question initially that as a man, the explanation on the man, it's right from the old, it's fully from the Stone Age. Even for me as a Christian, the Bible also makes us understand that God created Adam and everything over to him, that created a woman to support him. So right from that mentality, a man is saying as it must always be the head, must always take the lead. So as a man yourself, accepting that is good. However, I also accept the fact that I'm also a man, I'm also a human being, and I should be able to have any emotions running through me. I should be able to let it out. And let me just conclude with what my colleague mentioned. The importance of home front. You get home, play with your family, wherever it's on your mind, share with your wife. So that one reduce the pressure. Most time when I go, I'm always looking for playing with my daughter because by the time you are playing with her, you are playing with your family, every other things. And you come back home to the office again fresh because you are not carrying any overload up and down. So as a man, just free yourself up. Don't hide anything, don't hide any emotions. You're a strong man, you should not keep yourself with emotions. If you want to be angry, don't be violent though. If you have to express, some people hurt you, express it and let it. You even feel more, you feel less pressure by the time you let to out all those emotions.
And I want to ask Deborah, man should learn to rest. Everything is not jack of all trades. You cannot meet all your needs in life.
To take time off.
You cannot meet all your needs. And I always tell it to people, take a time to rest. Even if it is 20, 30, 40 minutes, it will restore all of the stress. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You really said enough. This has been so insightful and impactful so far. But to round this show off, we would love to hear from you, your personal life story. I mean, what are the signs you see when you notice that you're about to break down? You're exhausted, you are losing it, and what type of, thing that affect the mental health? What are the signs you see, if that would help and support other men out there? What are the signs you see? Is it that when you work from morning to evening, you're exhausted, and those are the signs that you see headache, or what exactly are those things that you see?
Sorry, are you starting with me?
Yes, you can go ahead, please.
All right. So first, you react to things strangely. You react with anger. That's one of the things I noticed. That when you are too much under pressure, any little thing things that I do normally, you start reacting to them.
Bring cranky.
Exactly.
Wow.
Secondly, too, you no longer enjoy the comfort of people around you. You feel as if any small thing that comes up is a pressure on you. Because so at that time, just like my guys colleague mentioned, what we need is time out, rest. That's why most times, once I feel as if I'm feeling pressure, I just go to bed, I just sleep, and by the time I wake up, you're refreshed. So when you're feeling cranky, you're feeling angry at everything to tell you something is
going on, and watch. Okay, Mr. Sembach.
Yes, so I'll just pick it up from where Mr. Tope stopped. The first step is self-awareness. You need to know what are your triggers and exactly what signs, what your signs tell you about your burnout time. When am I, going low in battery? When do I need to recharge? And then how do you recharge? Once identified, you want to recharge in a way that does not affect your loved ones. It does not affect your family or your friends. But you're going to have to be a little bit selfish about this, because at the end of the day, it comes down to how did you respond when I said this? How did you do? So you need to watch it. So if you need 2 hours, 3 hours to recharge, ensure you have ample time to do that. So don't say, if I take this time off, my children are going to do this, my wife is going to do that. But if you don't take it, you're going to burn out. So you're going to have to choose between, the lesser evil. Exactly. So some of the things to add to the analogy from the Bible, even God recognized that a man needs help, and so he made a helpmeet, be it a friend or a woman. You need to relate to be able to distress. There's no two ways about it. As much as you have your alone time, you also need that part of the human factor where you interact with other people, to come alive. Stay encouraged, stay strong, and stay blessed as men.
Thank you. Rounding it off with you, Mr. Wale.
Thank you, Deborah. And I love this talk. It began to refreshing, even we ourselves saying it out. And one of the things I identified, number one thing I feel doozy when I see that I'm tired, I'm worn out. So what do? I give myself time to rest. And if I see that, yes, at this time, at this atmosphere, there was no room for it, I began to crack joke. There's no small joke, there's no big joke. Just even if people around you are not even enjoying the jokes, you know personal self that this is an atmosphere for me to recharge myself. Crack joke, take a walk all around. I see a lot of people, they will sit down in the office 8 hours, 6 hours, 7. It is not good for your health. So take a walk, 5-minute walk. In our policy, there is 1 hour break. Let's make use of this 1 hour break to exercise our brain. Let our brain be at leave and take a walk. Share your burdens. That's another thing. You cannot be master of all. If I have a body, I should be able to confidently share it with Mr. Anyanso. But one way or the other, he will have 1 or 2 things to advise that will cool the brain. Just of yesterday, I was somehow angry with something, and I said, who can I discuss with? I walked to my colleague. This got me angry, and he spoke to me, and suddenly I was relieved. So don't just carry burdens and think. And one of the things I want to say to this, as I bring it to a close, don't write yourself off. As a man, don't write yourself off. See, that which you do today that does not work out, tomorrow if you try it, it will work out. So that which you do that you felt you are disappointed, no, don't write it off. Keep doing it. Press further. Shake it together, and it will work for you. So I beg of you, as men, as boys, as colleagues, and the ladies around us. Share your body. Don't keep it to yourself. Express your feelings when it is necessary, not with anger, just like my colleague said. Not with anger.
Anger.
Share it, let people see reasons, and then once you have said it, let it be heard from you.
Okay.
So share it, drive with the burdens, and be yourself.
Thank you very much,
God
Mr.
help
Adewale.
us.
Amen, amen, amen. This has really been memorable and remarkable edition, speaking on men's mental well-being. And on behalf of everyone watching, especially the men, we want to say a very big thank you for sharing your perspective and helping us to understand better the reality surrounding mental well-being. Thank you so much, Mr. Adewale Adebayo. Thank you so much, Mr. Anyasoloki. Thank you so much, Mr. Tokwe Babalola. We have learned so much. We've heard our men talk about their personal life experience and how we can get better and prioritize your mental health. The major thing that actually struck my mind most is do not keep burden. Even if you are still single and you feel like, okay, those are married men speaking about their partner, still find somebody you can confide in. And if you are angry, ensure that you do everything in moderate, because trust me, what you say in that anger mood is what people will pick. And that's the bitter truth. So everything has to be moderate, but still let it out. Express your emotion, share your struggles, and still seek help. It's okay not to be okay. It's okay to cry. Some cries are not rebellious. They are signs for growth in life. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.